Well, hello everyone once again. I'm back with another Dungeons and Dragons video after a long time, and I apologize for the infrequency of my posting, as I know that I've gotten a few subscribers, mostly out of surprise on my part. I didn't really expect to get any subscribers. It was just more of an informative video, but hey, that's awesome. I'm glad you did, and that'll motivate me to make more videos like this. So a lot of the videos that I will be making probably are going to revolve around just some creative ways to easily enhance your game using low-cost items or things that you might have lying around the house, or just being able to construct some things to kind of make your game experience a little bit nicer. So in that vein, here we go. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about combat tracking with regards to initiative. And the last time that I posted, we talked about this screen here. And I will say that we had our second session of Lost Mine of Phandelver a couple weekends ago. Like I said, lots of time has passed, but I still have all my notes in my binder. And so it went pretty well. And the one thing I noticed was that I didn't actually rely a lot on the information behind the screen here in the tables and whatnot, but that's okay. It really served a purpose more to obscure the things that were happening behind the screen, such as getting some maps ready, bringing up notes, things like that, dice rolling, whatnot, and also like preparing some of these initiative cards here that you see. These are cards that another D&D enthusiast online by the name of Webb Pickersgill, I always mess up his name. His name is so awesome, as a matter of fact. I'm going to make him an NPC in one of my next sessions. Anyway, so these are designed to help you keep track of some statistics about your monsters or your players. And what you can do is you can print these things off. Webb has a PDF of these cards online, and you can print them off, and then you just cut them out and fold them along the dotted line. And there you go. And you may have noticed that mine have a kind of a sheen to it, a gloss, if you will. And that is because when I printed these off, I kind of put this sheet of paper this direction, and then I taped down the corners, and then I used packaging tape to go over, kind of in rows, lining up each piece of tape along with the prior piece. And it resulted in, once these were cut out, it resulted in these nice, dry, wet erase compatible cards. And then you can kind of make out a little seam on the left side there. That's where two pieces of tape had joined. So if your tape prowess is not as good as mine, then perhaps you might want to go with an alternate route, which might be to either laminate these cards. This is cardstock, by the way, down here. But Webb had mentioned that when he laminated these, that he had some difficulties because he printed them off on cardstock and then he laminated, and then he had some troubles when he folded the cards, and it caused the laminate material to kind of buckle a little bit and bend in a weird way underneath his crease. So in order to alleviate that problem, he instead printed these off on paper, then laminated, and it seemed like it worked much better for him, which is awesome. I have a link for his stuff, by the way, in the description below. An alternate route, though, you might want to go with is using some of these card protectors, these card sleeves you can buy at most of your hobby stores or get them on Amazon. And the nice thing about these is that these are the same dimensions as either side of this card. So what you can do is not only can you put it on one side of this and then write on it, but you could also put it on the other side. And if you had done something like buying these D&D monster cards, or if you have like the Paizo face cards, things like that, you can put them on the other side, and that way your players will have a little bit more of an understanding of what the creature looks like, if you want to go that route. Maybe you want to leave it more to the theater of the mind. But anyway, on the backs of these cards, you can see that there's all the different stats for the players, which is kind of nice. You can keep track of like passive perception, hit points if you want, armor class, things of that nature, which these may also come in handy later on as they approach different puzzles, or they are walking around and there's stuff they need to be able to detect or perceive. So it's nice to have those statistics available to you when you need them. So I thought they were pretty cool. So what I do is I hand these out to the players and I let them fill out the details. And they can either put them in front of them if they like, as we play, or they can hand them back to me, and then I can just keep them handy. And then when it's time for combat, we roll initiative, and then we I put the first one here, second, next, and all that. And it seems to work pretty well. So the only thing you really need for this, again, is like, if you want to go the tape route, obviously you need packaging tape, cardstock, and, a pair of scissors. If you wanted to, you can, take them somewhere to get them laminated if you print them on paper. Also, if you don't have a color printer, this is a color laser jet printout. You can use inkjet or whatever you want. And if you don't have a color printer, Webb also has these black and white cards available as well, and those work just as well, obviously. So, all right, well, that's all I have for you this time, but I will have some more as I go, because like I said, I'm a beginning DM. I'm still learning everything as we go, but I get more enthused when I'm able to do something visual for the players and for myself, and it just makes it that much more immersive, in my opinion, for us. It's not for everybody. This is only one way of doing initiative tracking. There's many other ways, but this is the one that I liked for myself. All right, and if I do have other links for those initiative tracking methods, I'll put those also in the description below, and you can watch some videos on some other styles. Okay, hopefully you guys will comment below on some of your ideas and what you like and what you don't like, and maybe at some point we'll make a video on a bunch of your tips. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.